precious people, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jen Gerard, and this here is Yogi Gerard. Say hi, everyone. Say hi. Say it's Christmas. Yes, it is. This channel is monetized for charity, which means that by watching the videos, watching the ads, sharing the videos, leaving a little like or a little comment, you're supporting two amazing charities in my area. The first is the Domestic Violence Program at the Child and Family Center, and the other is Rescues on the Runway, which is an awesome dog rescue. So if this is your first time here, don't forget to give the video a like and click the subscribe button down below and ring the bell so that you'll know anytime that Yogi and I upload a new video. I wanted to make this video because, you know, it's that time of year. It's getting to be the holiday season, and, you know, it's a time to reflect. Here we are at the end of the decade. It's so hard to believe it's going to be 2020. And just looking back over the last 12 months as well as the last 10 years, and just thinking how much my life has changed. Not the least of which is the addition of this little guy. Well, you're not that little, but he was little. He did fit in my hand at one time. Yes. But just the addition of this amazing little man into my life, huh? Yes. And how much he means to me, and thinking about why I make videos in the first place is for the rescue dogs and for the domestic violence program. So I thought it would be a great time to let people know what you can do wherever you are around the world, what you can do to try to help rescue dogs in your area, and to help families that are suffering through domestic violence. And it leaves a huge scar on the children, and Christmas is supposed to be about kids. So let's talk about things that you can do. In just about every area, there is some sort of domestic violence program, if not a domestic violence shelter. One of the things that are taught to women who reach out for help before leaving their abusers is to create what's called a go bag. So basically you have all of your important papers, things like your birth certificate, your children's birth certificates, your passports, your insurance policies, clothing, immunization records, things that you might need. And they tell you to leave that bag with someone that you trust. Most of the time, those are just bare necessities. And all too often, the abused, which most often is women, there are men that are abused as well. So I don't want to, I don't want to gloss over that fact, but the victims most times end up escaping barely with their life. And so they don't always have things like makeup and toiletries and clothing that they could wear to a job interview. If you're trying to escape from someone, it doesn't seem very smart to show up at the same job that you've been going to, because if they can't find where you're staying, they'll just go to your job. And so oftentimes, when people leave their abuser, they end up leaving with nothing and a very little support system. So things that your domestic violence program can use, and you can just drop these off at any time. So the little toiletries, perfumes, samples that you get from the cosmetic counter, from Sephora, are fantastic. Hotel toiletries, amazing. If you just pack them in your suitcase and take them home, you can, things like soap, shampoo. Oftentimes you have several people living in a shelter, which might be an apartment or a home. You could have up to 9, 10, 11 people living in one, and they need things like toys, stuffed animals, clothing that women can wear to interviews, like ladies' suits, any type of women's and children's clothing, of course, that is in good condition. Any type of toiletries or makeup that is unused and unopened is definitely something that, that can be used. So, if you have kids, it's a good thing to teach your kids about these kinds of things, about the importance of giving, and whether it's volunteering at to feed the homeless, or to, gathering up the things that you don't need in your home and taking them to a charity that can use them. these things are always very, very much needed. So if you don't have cash to make a donation, for sure you have things in your home that can be used, even cleaning supplies and things. You know, you can just take it to the office. They'll sort through the things and keep the things that they can use. And you know, of course, they keep the locations of the shelters and things secret for a reason. So yeah, even old luggage they can definitely use. So let's talk about dog rescues. So dog rescues in your area, even if all you have is kill shelters in your area, Google dog rescue, because a lot of times there's breed specific rescues, like a Chihuahua rescue, a Mastiff rescue, or Golden Retriever, or whatever it is. And they are very rarely kill organizations. And you can always ask when you contact them if they are a kill organization, or if they release animals to kill organizations. Because some of them don't do it themselves, but will send them across the street or down the road if they don't feel that the animal is adoptable for, you know, health reason, whatever it is. So dog rescues always, but especially this time of year, need blankets. Blankets are a big thing, and they can be anything from a baby blanket all the way up to your old comforter. So, you know, if you think about getting yourself a new comforter in the after Christmas sale, donate your old one. They can most definitely use it. Toys, dog toys, you know, dog bones, treats. They always need treats. I don't necessarily recommend donating food, only because most rescues put the dogs on a sustained diet where they're eating the same type of food all the time. And you know, if you have animals, that anytime you change their diet, it causes an upset stomach, and they can get diarrhea and that kind of thing. So they try not to change their foods, you know, too often, or if at all. So I wouldn't recommend food, but always they need things like blankets, sheets, old towels, like just the things that you might cut up and use as rags. They can definitely use, you know, when dogs are recovering from surgeries and things like that, you know, they need something comfortable to lay on. So if you, even things like these dog beds are amazing. And I mean, I always get these at Home Goods, and they're such a good deal. You know, there's like a fourth of what they would be anywhere else. So cat rescues can always use kitty litter. You know, things like that. So think about things that might be able to be used in any type of rescue. Keep in mind too that particularly with cat rescues, a lot of times when they rescue feral cats, they will end up having to bottle feed them for some period of time. So even if you have, you know, little bitty baby bottles or whatever, they definitely, most definitely could use those. So think about things that you, old collars, leashes, you know, things that your dog maybe outgrows, or you get them a different style. Those are things that they can use. Little doggy clothes, you know, jackets, vests, boots, things like that. The animal rescues can always use. So is there anything else, Yogi? Can you think of anything else that these groups might need? Huh? I hope that that this holiday season, especially if you have kids, you will talk to them about the spirit of giving and being charitable, especially around the holidays, because it's such a hard time, and there's just so many animals that end up in shelters, you know, right before and after the holidays. You know, people give animals as gifts, and you know, within a few weeks, a lot of times because of behavior issues or whatever, instead of addressing the issues, they just, you know, take the dog or the cat to a shelter. And we all know what will happen if they are in the shelter for too long, or if the shelter feels that that they don't have the personality to be adopted. So a lot of times, you know, animals they're very scared, they're very nervous when they get to a facility like that, and so they act up. But they're great animals. So just keep that in mind. And like I said, if you have kids, just please talk to them about about the importance of giving and thinking about others at this time of year, especially our furry little friends, right, Yogi?
Yeah, I agree. Yes, I agree.
Yogi agrees. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you got some information that's helpful to you. If you can think of anything else that that rescue groups, DV centers, or any other type of charity can use, down below. Don't forget about your local food pantry. You can always take any food that's unexpired down to your local food pantry. There's lots and lots and lots of hungry people this time of year. So let's just try to remember everybody while we can. 4 legs and 2 legs alike. And with that, if you like this video, please give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell down below so that you will know anytime that Yogi and I upload a new video. We are doing our best to make it through Vlogmas, so I hope you guys have been enjoying. I'm doing everything I can to raise as much money for the dogs over the holiday season, and I'm having fun doing it, most importantly. So if you've made it this far in the video, why not share the video? After all, sharing is caring. And Yogi and I hope that wherever you are and whatever you're doing, that you're just having an awesome day. And with that, we will be seeing you, why are you crying? Very, very soon. Bye.